Hi, my name is Lauren Muller and I'm from Tampa, Florida. And just a little bit about me is that I really love my family and I have a huge family. Starting with my twin sister, this is Paige, and she goes to Auburn too, and we're in the same cohort, so you'll be seeing her just as much as you see me. This is a picture of us in London. But I also have lots of other siblings. There are five of us in total, and this is a picture of all of us. Oh, there it is. At our debutante ball, where we have a younger sister Meredith, who's biological, and then we have our stepbrother Chandler and our stepsister Kennedy. And this is a picture of me and my mom and aunt and sister all together at the Auburn game with our stepdad. And I also have our dad and an amazing stepmom as well. So family's all spread out and really awesome and amazing and a big part of my life. And as far as early memories of literacy, I can always remember growing up, my mom would read to us a chapter of chapter books from as long as I can remember, starting with easier ones and working our way up to classics like The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. We went through that whole series together and would sit there every night just like wanting to know more and wanting to keep going on the story and not just stop with one chapter. And my mom and dad really loved to read, and my mom had a whole collection of Nancy Drew books that I went through during elementary school time, along with Animal Ark books, which were really fun because I loved animals, and just a lot of spy and mystery books because I like books that make you think and where you don't always know exactly what's happening, make predictions, kind of figure out, like, piece things together. And as far as language learning experiences, I think my parents always talked to me. I mean, our mom said, even from when she was pregnant with my sister and I, that she talked to us constantly. And then once we were born, Paige and I had each other to talk to. So we've been talking for a very long time and always constant talking. And as far as funds of knowledge, I feel like one thing that I have a lot of experience with that not many other people and do is I have a lot of experience already being in elementary schools because growing up, um, when I was in elementary school, it's like walking distance from my middle school, which starts like 2 hours later. And so every morning, my sister and I, when we were in middle school, would help teach in the elementary school. So we'd be like teachers' assistants. So that was 3 years where I got to really just get to know kids and figure out what it was like to be in a classroom, be teaching. Got to work in a gifted classroom, which was really cool. So that's just like good experience. And also, my grandma was an elementary school teacher, so just have a lot of knowledge there. Another fund of knowledge that I have is that I know what it's like to be living in a single parent home because when my parents were divorced, there was a time that neither of them had remarried yet, so it was always crazy because it makes you be a lot more self sufficient because you're only there with one parent, and both of my parents were working, so we were home with a nanny or other people, and it just made us be very responsible for our own homework and our own learning and making sure we were prepared for everything. And so I understand what it's like for a lot of those kids who have either single parent homes or parents who are both working all the time who don't have the luxury of people who are always there making sure that their homework gets done every night and that type of thing. Another one of my more fun funds of knowledge is movies. All my family loves movies, especially my dad, and so I think we watched like 5 movies at least, like in the 1 week that we're home for a Christmas break or whatever. And also, some of my cousins work out in LA as like scout location designers and like all this animators and like used to work on movie sets and stuff. So it's just something that's always fascinating to me, and I'm like a walking dictionary as far as movie stuff goes. And so yeah, that's pretty fun. And as far as future plans, I plan on teaching in an elementary school. Don't know where yet, somewhere in the United States, or maybe even going abroad for a year because I loved when I studied in London, and eventually getting a master's degree, and from there, who knows, maybe teaching gifted, teaching math and science, who knows. So, thanks for watching.